Hello everybody, welcome back to Wilkesboro Speedway again, this time in the SK Modified Fixed Series. I am trying to flip the script and see if I can finally get a race where I don't do something stupid or I don't get wrecked. Qualified well, second. Unfortunately, that's going to be a really tough proposition in the SKs where you just can't do much, so running on the outside is such a disadvantage. Got Chad in this race again. He's in number 2. Also have Nick even in the 1. He qualified a bit further back. I think he's like, I want to say like 7th or 9th, something like that. So I think I was like 100th off of the pole. Just maybe slid the car just a slight bit too much on corner exit, especially out of 4. Killed just enough momentum. So told Chad to let me in. I would expect nothing less than him running that inside line and trying to take second away. That's what I would be doing. That's what I hope he does. And I just hope that I don't get freight trained all the way to the back of the field or wreck. So let's see what we can do. 40 laps, a little bit shorter than
okay, Jake.
the
Get
model,
ready.
but
Green.
try to have some fun. Not a great start. Looks like back row didn't have a great start either, though. So we're gonna be able to slot in front of Chad. Stay second. He's got the 9 on the outside. 9 drags the wall out of turn 2. Just lifting to get into the corners, just lifting a little bit earlier. I might be kind of killing the right front doing that, but right now we're going to see how it works. Could end up falling on my face last half of the race, but try to see. Trying to take a little bit of a wider arc into the corners as well, so I don't pinch the momentum on the exits.
The leader's just done a 18.13. The guy behind has just done a 18.10.
Trying to use that throttle a little bit though to help rotation. Without
You've just done a
sliding it so much that the right front gets too hot. Catching the 7, it's just passing is going to be a completely different deal. And I know we're going to have to go at some point because the field will catch back up. And it's a solid line of cars right now, which is I would expect.
P2.
SK fixed. Too shallow of an entry there into turn 3. Honestly, right now I would be fine with finishing second. Would love to try to get the win. See if we go 2 weeks in a row with a win, but I'm perfectly fine with second place. It is a little bit of a better strength of field than what I had last week at Myrtle Beach, so
18.00.
nice that way.
That lap was a 18.05.
I'm starting to put on quicker laps. I catch the curb really bad. It's going to cost me a lot of time out of 4. 7 catches the wall, just able to see him and avoid that, so
you're leading.
Put us to the lead now. I guess that was the mistake that I needed. Now it's time to just focus on lines, not slide the car too bad on exits, and hope that the tires hold up. Tried practicing with braking, it just felt like it was costing me a bit too much pace. It wasn't going to be worth, like, the little bit of tire temperature that I saved was not going to be worth the pace that I was costing myself. Chad's usually pretty quick in these cars, so we could have a really good battle the rest of the race. And we're going to have 30 laps to settle it. Too shallow of an entry into turn 3.
That lap time was 18.12. You're now in the lead.
Not all of the fastest guys in this race, but certainly some people that have potential for pace, so I can run well, I feel happy about it. Wish that I can figure out late models to the same level that I can run these at. Chad seems to be getting the throttle a little better in the center of the corner out. Looks like he might be
lap was a
backing up the entry a little bit more compared to me. I pushed way wide there in 1 and 2. Not a good corner at all. Just need to start looking to the inside on exit soon. We've got some smoke up ahead. Have to watch out. Looks like the 1510 kind of had some issues. They're about a third of a lap ahead. Nick had issues, but I think 14 might have gotten into him in the beginning of the race. Just trying to keep it here. Hopefully stay in front of Chad.
That lap time was 18.20.
And hope that the tires, like I said, hold up. So we still got more than half the race left to go. Kind of worries me that I'm pulling away a little bit.
That lap was at 18.21.
Still got a clear track ahead, 5.5 to 15. A little wide exit out of turn 4.
That lap was at 18.17.
Did not quite catch the line into 3 the right way. 1 minute I enter a little too shallow. Next minute I enter a little too late and miss it. I don't feel like I'm quite as bad in 1 and 2, although that time was not very good. Felt a little bit better.
Alright Jake, halfway home, fuel's good.
20 down, 20 to go. Shallow entry again into 3.
That was at 18.24.
Just so hard to pull away in these cars. Big setup, everybody being so close on pace. Really comes down to the very, very minor differences in the hundreds.
That was at 18.19.
Bit of a bad 1 and 2, slightly high.
The track temperature is increasing. It's now 110
I
Fahrenheit.
don't know if I would have gotten by the 7. Been interesting to see. He settled back and forth after hitting the wall.
Your lap time was
Guess I can
18.
thank the racing gods for that break.
Keep it up.
It would have been very tough to get by the 7 otherwise. Or 15 to go next time by. Laps feel like they are taking forever, even though they're actually faster than what we were turning in the late models. Little bit of a slide there in the middle of 3 and 4. Regular's starting to heat up a little bit, so feel a little bit smoother with the throttle.
18.26.
Getting onto it in the middle of the corner. Chad's still sitting about 2/10 back. Worked on by the 9, although the 9's not quite to his back bumper yet.
27.
See, now it kind of feels a little bit of the opposite. Chad driving in a little bit deeper than I am. I kind of pull him just a little bit on corner exit. Gap is staying really consistent though. We're all on top of each other in terms of pace. We're all within like 100th and a half, 200ths of each other, something like that. Slight tap on the wall, gotta avoid that. Just barely got it with the right front. Got 10 to go in the closing stages of this race. Trying to get that little bit of a later apex without clipping the inside curbing. Shot 1 and 2 again. So the 9's starting to fall back a little bit. The 7's falling off the 9. 210's basically separating myself, Chad, and
the lap time was at 18.27.
Shot
okay,
1 and 2
Jake.
again.
Lap times are pretty consistent.
Like I said, we're all running pretty close to each other in terms of lap times. Just a hair from what I was running, a couple hundredths faster. About 5 to go this time across the line. A bit of a slow lap as I drag the wall. Did the same thing as the 7 did, just thankfully had enough of a cap. That didn't cost me the spot. Stupid mistake. Thankfully no damage. I'll just make this race a little more interesting for you guys. It's like I had a massive lead.
18.38.
3 to go this time by. Cannot see the checkered flag fast enough. Trying to work that right front. 9 is going to take a look to the inside on Chad going into turn 1. We're going to see who survives this one. Chad has a little bit better run. 9, I think, might have been wise enough to lift off there in the center of the corner, knowing that he was probably going to push into the left side. Chad, so good clean racing there. It is
Come on, Jake.
so tough to set up a pass without contact in these in general, and it's even tougher here. Because if you try to run early into the corners, try to get to the inside, it ends up killing your momentum off. You're afraid of opening that door for somebody.
1 more lap to go. Stay focused.
Half a lap left. Lap traffic won't be a factor ahead as they somehow wreck. Oh my word, I finished a race without getting wrecked. Wow, it feels like an eternity since that's happened, even though it hasn't been.
Fantastic drive.
Glad to get that win. It was nice. Like I said, I don't know if I would have actually gotten by the 7. I think probably without me making contact would have had enough pace, but nice to get the win as 6, I guess. A little bit of a boost. Try to get everything going back in the right direction.
Speed limit is 35 miles per hour.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Yes. Be overly off and take a look. See how bad the tires are. 90, 88, a little bit harder on the right rear. So, temps. I don't know what the fast guys are running, honestly. I know there's guys that have got to be quicker in these things than I am, but I'm not horrifically upset with those tires. Felt like I did the job that I wanted to in terms of driving it off the right rear. Obviously overshot the corners at times, which I had a little bit more heat, wear to the right front, but overall not bad that way. I don't know. Let's take a look at what all happened off the start. Look at it from this perspective. Say it was somewhere around lap 7, lap 8 that we got by 7. Yeah, right there. You can see he grabbed the wall. So I think he got a little bit of a shallower entry, maybe, or a little. No, it was about the same line as me. Oh, he got the curbing. That's what he did. He got the curb and it shot him up the track, and he tried to stay in the throttle to keep in front, and it just pushed him wide coming out of the corner. He hit that curb and it shot him straight, and the car was kind of in a bit of a almost a four-wheel slide, not quite. It's just getting really tight on him and not rotating, so you're gonna see him. He's hanging on to it, trying to keep the throttle in it, and it ends up just kind of pancaking right front first, and then the right rear is going to drag it. So it was slow enough. I was able to catch it just the last second, drive on by. So, yeah, really fortunate break for me. Like I said, I could go back and compare lap times and see maybe were we quicker and could I have gained on them, but you could see how tough it is to complete pass by the 9 trying to get by Chad and not really being able to make it happen. So tough that way. Let's see what happened to Nick. Let's look at it this way. So looks like he's gonna suffer the same fate I did in the late model. No, it was. Let's see. Let's see what happens up ahead. Got the 3 who's gonna make a little bit of contact. Car inside gets the wall, turns him around, and I don't know why Nick got into that one. Because like you can see him spinning. It's like he was coming out, jumped on the brakes and like almost got off of them. I don't know. I'll be interested to watch his side of it and see what happened. I don't know if he had some sort of issue inside the car. Maybe when he tried to get on the brakes and it got him upside down. So blown engine, doesn't want to take the fast repair. I get it. Yeah, so tough break for him. Where did he start again? He started 9th, so he had the whole mid pack to come through, and it's like I said, really tough to make passes. So it was going to be a tough battle for him. So a lot of fun. Glad to have gotten the win. Maybe this will just be a sign of the last couple races this week, hopefully. Yeah, apparently something's clicking right now in SKs. Maybe this should just be all I run the rest of this season. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. Glad to run with Nick. Glad to run with Chad again. It's been a little while since I've run SKs with him. It's kind of hitting it like almost every week with him for a while in season 1 this year. So like I said, hopefully it's a sign of things to come. Try to get things righted, and hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. So until the next one, I hope all your laps are fast, races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.